Here we go. Here we go.
388. Check. 53's mine. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one.
Look at him.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I'm here.
Here's Newton. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
The shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. They run. It's Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They go play action. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd and 12, Newton. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped. And that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Watch the screen. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Gurley. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pick me up. Here we go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Now it's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step.
Ready. 133.
Check 53.
Great.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. On 1st and goal, Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Switch.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Newton. Buying time to his Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Get up! 180! 154! It's a party now!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he completes it to Cohen. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Trubisky gives to Cohen. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Bears 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey! 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's run.
And some room to work. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Newton. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Newton now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a first and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
65. Hey, switch gears.
Gun.
94 is the mark. 94. PS4 is the mic. Here we go, G.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the...
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Ready? Ready?
Yeah. Mike 58 right there. You better bring it. You better.
Out of the gun, Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Play action. It's Newton. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Third down and more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Newton. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception. And
it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the toss, it's Gurley. Shedding the tackle. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that plays when you probably get a little pushback from people. A toss near the goal line, I think they're fortunate that they only ended up with no gain and not a loss.
And the defense strung it out beautifully.
Normally you run more quick hitters in that situation.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come on.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
20.
53's the mark.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Hey, here we go. Take 4, take 4.
That's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Davis. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Double dog, that's the way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Hey, exit.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is caught. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Check. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
80 weapons. Move.
This time, Trubisky will throw. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
It's our time.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Kill.
Great.
53, check 53.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that one's complete to Gurley. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Great.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Let's go one more.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the pickup there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
Great.
Jim.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Zerline's kick is up and through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Trubisky keeps it himself, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in, and the Bears have retaken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Gun.
They'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's it. Katie.
58.
Gun.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Come to wild work.
Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
8.
He's back to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
16 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Chicago, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.